I am the last of the three passing through thoughts. It's perhaps appropriate that I should provide the last of this sequence, as being in my 80s, I've nearly passed through, and my passing must be largely in retrospect. But before examining memories of the passage, the drivers on the passage are interesting because they change. In youth, the way forward is characterised by the things we aspire to do, to achieve, or to witness. I remember in my youth reading the adventure stories of John Masters, and one of them seemed to sum up the vision and aspirations of youth. For the magic mountain is always the next mountain you have to climb, and the road to Coromandel is always just over the horizon. Youth seems always to be pushing to reach the next objective, the place just over the horizon, only to find that the new objective is not the end, but the beginning of another one. As one gets older, the adventures and ambitions of youth are replaced by accumulating duties, family, work, community stuff, practical demands that get bigger because we make them so. Exploration has given way to change, to creation, construction and consolidation. Passing through, as well as being about time, is about travel. And travel here has been a slow evolution. 250 years ago, our roads here were tracks. People and goods were carried by horse, pack horse or mule, as the roads were almost too rough for wheeled vehicles. Then in the 1750s, the Turnpike Acts, aimed at improving the quality of roads so that coaches and covered wagons could travel through. Each parish had to improve and maintain its through road, and parishioners could use them in the parish free, whilst travellers passing through had to pay a toll. Hence the toll bars and toll cottages which we see on parish boundaries. This facilitated a regular coach service between key locations, together with coaching inns for changing horses and refreshment and lodging, because they didn't travel very far in those days. It also established in this parish carriers who brought goods from the principal towns and delivered products from the village to towns, such as socks, which were knit in this parish, and in Ravensendale parish, which were taken to Kendal every week. 2 carriers went twice a week to Kendal, another went to Appleby and another to Kirby Stephen. In those days, people didn't travel far. Many never left the parish. Most married within the parish, or at any rate, no further away than the next parish. A few always ventured further away, seeking a better life, or to get away from the one they already had. In 1848, the railway came to Tebay, almost 100 years after the turnpikes. It was an amazing northern adventure, as Brian told us about it last week, and over the remainder of that century created a network of railways throughout the country and eventually throughout the world. It was again, almost a century later, that the next great advance in transport came. The latter half of the 20th century brought us the age of the motorways. This brought individual travel and freight from the point of dispatch to the point of delivery. Here the world passes through, many millions coming through each year. The coaching inns have been replaced by motorway service areas, and here we have more than 4 million people stopping for rest and refreshment each year. What are the concerns and stories of all these people whose lives we touch briefly day by day? Each has a different story, different concerns, aspirations, needs and hopes. In seeing their passing through Tebay, we pass through their lives fleetingly, and from time to time we are given glimpses into those lives. It's like a fast run of all the lives we touch in a lifetime. Here we've gained a reputation for uplifting and soothing tired folk who stop here as well as for refreshment and food. So they leave us, we hope, having had a friendly word of encouragement, sympathy or guidance, refreshed and ready to face the world again. It's like Hermann Hesse's Siddhartha that earned him the Nobel Prize for Literature. Siddhartha was the name of the Buddha. Siddhartha searched the world looking for meaning and satisfaction, but eventually found fulfillment in the simple role of a ferryman, taking travellers across a river, finding brief fellowship with all the lives his simple service touched. It finally gave him fulfillment. I hope that we can all find some empathy and encouragement in the lives we briefly encounter today. Thank you.